What's going on, guys? This is Nathan the Scrub Academy welcoming you to a test hand video for my Bujin deck that I recently profiled on the channel. So we've got our Bujins here. We're going to shuffle these up, and we got our nice little Travis token here. Miss you, buddy. We're going to shuffle up real quick. We're going to use the method that I always use for shuffling. So I always pile shuffle in groups of 8, and then I also pile shuffle into a group of 4, just to hopefully get everything as shuffled as possible. I literally just did the deck profile, so who knows how crazy our hands are going to be. We're going to find out. So we got our 4 here, our stacks for 8, and we're going to shuffle up into 4 as well. And then we're going to see how crazy our hands are, and we'll see what we can do with them. I am going to try and do 3 to 4 test hands, depending on how long I want this video to be. I might cut in between them, shuffling wise, just because I don't really feel like it's going to be too beneficial to watch me shuffle. I mean, it is going to show that I am randomizing it, and I'm not actually like stacking the deck or anything to make it look cool. So we're going to see exactly what we can get here. So we got our deck. We'll give it to our opponent. They can cut it however they feel. So we'll go like that. So they've now cut the deck. In the deck profile, I did state that I want to go second for this deck. I want to OTK. I feel like going first isn't beneficial for you at all. You can sit on some traps if you want, but we're going to go ahead and say we're going second. So we're going to go ahead and draw into a Yamato, Hirume, your Mai Hitotsu, Unexpected Die, and your Drone Lockbird. So this is your opening hand right here. We're going to go ahead and see what happens. So they start doing some plays. They add something to hand. Okay, we're going to draw and lock. Hopefully drop them dead. So they do more plays, they do whatever. We're going to see what we can do here with our draw for turn into the Tenki. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the Tenki, and I'm going to add. So I'm going to be looking for that Torfune right away. We always want to get that Torfune into our hand. That is going to be the key play. Everything else is kind of meh when it comes down to it. Alright, so we do have lots of plays here that we can do. We've stopped their play with the draw and lock. We're going to go ahead and first things first, we're going to Unexpected Die to get our Haruko out of the deck. So we got the Haruko out of the deck with the Unexpected Die. Move that off to the side. Alrighty, so we do see some plays here. Let's see what we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and normal summon the Torfune. Torfune's effect, we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to go into, so say we're going second, we're trying to OTK them. So I want to go to the Quillen here. If I was going first, I would probably go for the hair, but we're going to try and OTK. So we're going to go for that one, and then something that I'm not really worried about seeing at all. Let's go for the Mikazuchi, because I don't think I'm going to use that at all. We'll try and get it out of the deck. Now we do have lots of cards in our hand with the Yamato, the Hirume, and the Mai Hitotsu, so we're going to worry about that in a second. So next we're going to go ahead, we're going to seize real quick, and we're going to go into the Susanoo. So Susanoo's effect is going to activate. We're going to detach the Quillen, and we're going to add. So we're going to add that Crane. So we've got Crane in our hand. Alright, so now we're working towards that OTK. Alrighty, so after that we're going to go ahead and we can use the Mai Hitotsu here. We can discard our Yamato. So we'll discard the Yamato. We'll special summon the Mai Hitotsu. Now, right now, since we're trying to OTK, we're going to activate the Quillen's effect. We'll banish it, pop whatever's on their field, right? So then maybe they made some little play right there and we popped it for them. Don't gotta worry about that. Alright, so we've got our Susanoo, which can attack everything. Can attack everything under the sun that they have on their field that's left after the Quillen went off. Now we do still have some other plays here, so we can go ahead and take our 2 level 4s. And this is a play where if you're trying to OTK, say you know you can OTK, you can do your Utopia package, right? So you can go ahead and summon your Utopia Devil, detach your 1 here to add your double or nothing, wherever that may be. There it is. So you got that. And now Utopia Double, you can detach 1 material from this card and 1 double or nothing from your extra deck. Then special summon your extra deck 1 Utopia XYZ. So that's where you go ahead and you bring out your regular Utopia. So you got that. Now you do have the Hirume here if you want. So what you can do is you can banish either your Yamato, your Torfune, which you don't want to do, or the Hiroku. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, I misplayed here, but you can have your Torfune take your Susanoo, or attach to your Susanoo. So now you have that. And then you can banish the Hiroko for the Harume. Now you got all of this, right? So you can attack multiple times with your Susanoo, you can discard your Crane, you got your Harume to attack, you can do your Utopia, negate its effect, quick effect, activate the double or nothing, target him, boost him up, 5,000. That should be OTK potential. Now if right at this moment, say they had something, they stopped you, you did a lot of damage, but you can't do everything in the world, remember you banished all their monsters with this, whatever you attacked with. You had 5,000 from this, you had your 2,000 Harume. At this point, you can still stop an attack with Utopia. It's still alive. Susanoo, unfortunately, at this point, I don't see us having any other use for it because you did all your attacks. So at this point, I am going to overlay into the Zeus and just have that there, some insurance policies. You can stop an attack if you want. You can send everything to grave if you want. That's just an insurance policy that I like to have just in case. So right there, that is our turn 1 first test hand. So let's go ahead and shuffle up real quick, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. We've got our deck all shuffled up for us. We're going to do another test hand real quick. Like I said before, we'll keep repeating every time. You want to go second with this deck. You want them to try and set up, and then you can break through their boards and hopefully get rid of them. You do play your hand traps for a reason. You do want them to stop them. In my side deck, I will mention this now. I don't like talking about side decks because it's all situational. I got the Nibs. You can play the Nibs. You can side those in if you're going second. We got the Dark Rulers. You got the Regeki. You got the Harvey Sweller Duster. You can do other things in the side deck if you want. I don't like to do the side deck when it comes to these videos because it's all what you have in your hand. You might not have the Nibs, you might not have Lightning Storms. Cards that I have or you have, they might not match up, so we're going to play with what we got with the main deck. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. We are going second here. I'm going to do one at the end of me going first, just to show what we can do. Okay, so this isn't looking too good. We got the Hair, we got the Twister, we got the Droll, got the Torfune, alright, and we got the Unexpected Die, alright. So they are going second again, so they're going to start doing their play. Hit them with that Droll number. Stop them in their tracks. Awesome. Now say they have something going on in their back row. If you don't want to deal with that, we'll figure that out in a second. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and draw for turn. Into an impermanence. Beautiful. Alright, so we're good here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to activate Twin Twisters. They got stuff in their back row. You don't want it. Get rid of that Hair. You want that in the grave anyway. Pop their things. Alright, cool. So now that that's taken care of, you popped all their back row, you stopped their main play, they don't really have as big a monsters on the field that they want. We're going to Unexpected Die, we're going to grab that Hiroko real quick. Alright, so we got the Hiroko. Now we do have the Torfune in our hand, and we have the Impermanence. So we're going to see what we can do. Alright, so we got normal summon the Torfune. We have the Impermanence in our hand, so we'll set that aside. Activate the Torfune's effect. Alright, so we're going to see what we can do here. We're probably going to go into the same play. Again, you don't really have to do the same plays over and over again. I like having the cooling out. We already got the Hair out of the deck, so you don't need to worry about that. Mikazuchi is also really nice here. You can do a Yamato. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You can do the Arasuda if you want. We'll go ahead and do the Yamato just because we used the Mikazuchi last time. Alrighty, so here's where things can get a little interesting. Now, depending on what you want to do here, you can do your double or nothing play if you want. You can go into the Susanoo if you want. It all kind of depends on what you're feeling at the time. So if I want to go, say I want to have another thing right here, right? So what we're going to do, if we're really trying to OTK, we'll go into the Susanoo. Alright, now Susanoo's effect is going to activate. So we're going to go ahead and attach the Torfune first off his effect. So you have the Torfune on there. So now if he attacks anything, if it gets destroyed, it's going to be banished. Awesome, great. Now you have a Hiroko here. You can't really OTK too much here. We're going to see what we can do. Alright, so you're going to detach. If they have a monster right here, you're going to use this effect, banish it, the equivalent of pop. Alright, so you got that going on. So we're adding with the Susanoo first. So Susanoo, we're going to put that Quillen back in the grave. I kind of got ahead of myself. You detached on the Susanoo for the Quillen. So we're going for some big boy effects. We think we're going to finish them off this turn. Alright, so you're going to add the Harume. We'll shuffle her up. We'll activate the Quillen effect. Pop their monster. Pop whatever they have left. Alright, so now you have the Harume in hand as well as the Impermanence. Alright, so if we think we're going to go off this turn, banish the Hair. I know that's a crazy thing to do. Banish the Hair, special the Harume. Now you can go ahead and go into another 4 here, depending on you want. So if they have a monster you can't get rid of, okay, you go into the Castel. If you want to OTK, you go into the double or nothing. So you go Utopia double, detach the effect, add your double or nothing. Now you don't have to do this play. This is just a play that I'm doing as of right now. You don't have to do this. You can do lots of other plays as well. We'll cover that in a second. So you can grab your double or nothing there. You can exceed into your Utopia, and you can do that play. So now you have attack with Utopia, detach to stop the play, double or nothing. You have your Susanoo with your Torfuna on there. You can attack, 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 do whatever there, and then you have your impermanence to back it up for if you don't finish it off, right? So you got your impermanence there. You can go into your Zeus. You can do that play. Now, if you don't want to do that play, right, and you've still got your 2/4s here, we'll pull Zeus off the way. You don't want your double or nothing, right? You don't want to use your Sky Blaster. You can go the Omega play here. Now, that M7 can't use its effect this turn, so that's not going to work. But that can be a backup play if you don't OTK. So you can have that M7 there, and then you can have the Zeus, and you can have the Impermanence. That's pretty good. You can go into your Tiger King. Tiger King's going to be good here because you can go in with these two, add your Tanky. Tanky, add whatever you need to for the turn. Maybe you want to add another Torfune, so you can go off next turn. You just want to have backup plays ready to go. Next up, we're going to do one last play. I'm going to show you what we can do with the Hashima if we draw into the cards we need. So I will be right back, and we'll see you in the next test hand. Alrighty, so we are back. We've got our deck all shuffled up for us again. This is going to be our last one going second. Then we are going to have one test hand going first just to see what we can do. That one's going to be scary for me just because I don't like going first with this deck anymore. Hopefully we can draw and do a couple solemn judgments or something for that one. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to draw our first opening hand. We got the Impermanence. We got the Draw and Lock. We got the Maya Totsu. We got the Tanky. And we got the Crane. Alright, so this is actually pretty decent. We're going to see what happens here. Alright, so they're going to go first, they're going to do a play. Alright, they're going to add a card to hand, we got Draw and Lock. We're going to use all of our hand traps this turn, we're going to stop them from doing whatever they can, because we're OTKing the crap out of them next turn. Activate a monster effect. Alright, we're going to hit them with that Imperm. Now they've been stopped in their tracks, their monster effects have been negated, they can't add things to hand, they're going to end their turn. Awesome. Well, let's see what we can do with our small amount of cards in hand. Okay, so we're going to activate the Tanky here. Tanky is going to add the one card that you want to add in the situation. Because you don't really have that many cards in hand, we're going to add the Torfune. Now Torfune is going to be the combo to most of your cards. At this point, you just got to pray that they don't have the Ash, right? So we're going to activate the Torfune. Tribute it, and we're going to special summon 2. Now we are trying to OTK here. So we're going to bring out the Quillen. Again, at this point, you're bringing out the Quillen pretty much every single time. At this point, we're going to go with the Arsuda. We're just going to use different ones every single hand, just so that you can use them no matter what. So you got your 2 there. They're both level 4. Alright. So at this point, you're going to Link Summon. I know, crazy, you're not going to use Susanoo. I know, it's getting kind of crazy up in here. So you're going to go into your Hashima. That is a horrible glare. We're going to put it down there. Move everything down a little bit. Alright, so you got your horrible glare there with your Hashima. So he's special summon, right? Now on summon, he's going to special summon 2. One from your hand, one from your grave. So you got your Maya Totsu here. That was in your hand. And then you can just go into anything out of here. Doesn't really matter what. You can just go into your Arasuda. Doesn't matter. Alright, so then you can Link Summon, right? So then you're Link Summoning. You're going to go into your Susanoo. Right? Now, at this point, your Torfune is going to activate because he was Exceed Summon. So you're going to go ahead and attach your Susanoo to your Susanoo there. Now you're going to activate his effect, right? You're going to detach one to either add or dump. Now, a Hashima's effect is going to activate because you detached the effect of Susanoo, so that means you can pop a spell or trap when a Hashima's effect is done with. So at that point, you have your Quillen Grave. You're trying to OTK here. So we're going to see what we can find. So you have... I want to say... I want to go for like a Heroku here maybe, because you can go over the top of your Susanoo with the Kagasuchi if you wanted to. You can go for a Harume. It kind of just depends on what you want at this point. I've already used our normal summons, so you can't really do anything about that. We already have a Crane in hand, so if we're trying to OTK, I'm probably going to go into the Harume just for some more battle damage here. Unfortunately, you can't link climb with your Hashima, so you're kind of stuck with the 1500, but that is okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read the effects real quick, double check everything. So, the effects are negated, blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, everything we've done everything pretty much for him so far. So you got the Harume in your hand, you got the crane, you got your Susanoo. So at this point, you're going to activate your Quillon, pop whatever monster they have left on the field that you negated the effects for. Then you're going to have a couple things engraved. So you can banish your Arasuda, bring out your Harume, just for some more attack stuff. I think you have to go right there. We're all at the far end of our field now. So you got those. So now you can attack with your Harume, you can attack with your Hashima, you can attack with your Susanoo, you can drop your crane, bump him up to 48, you bump him up to 30,000, bump her up to 4,000, depending on what you want to do there. You got those plays. So you'll discard that, you'll do your OTK stuff. If you don't OTK there, okay, so now we're getting a little desperate, I know. But again, we have that safety valve here into the Zeus. That's going to be our safety valve every single time, no matter what. So yeah, there we go, test hands galore here. We've got 3 done. We're going to go ahead, I'll shuffle it up, and we're going to do 1 going first. So I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, so we are back. Everything's all shuffled up. We're good to go. We pile shuffled our 8, pile to shuffle our 4. We're going to let our opponent cut our deck real quick. So there's the cut for our opponent. Alright, so we're going to be going first here. Unfortunately, they figured out a ruse. They saw us OTK game 1. So we're going first game 2. So we do have our going first cards in. We got our Solemn Judgment in there. We got our Impermanences in there. We got our hand traps in there. We don't have the nibs in there. We don't have the Dark Ruler Wars or anything like that. So we are going first. So let's go ahead and see. Going first, we have Tanky, Unexpected Die, Twin Twister, Crane, and Mikazuchi. Alright, so let's go ahead, see what we can do here. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Tanky over in our far left column, and we're going to be adding our Torfune. I know it seems kind of lackluster here, but we're going to see what we can do. Alrighty, so from there we're going to activate the Unexpected Die. We're going to get that Hiroko out on the field, just so we have a little bit of an extension. And we'll keep on going from there. Alrighty, so from there we're going to go ahead and we will normal summon our Torfune. Activate its effect, should be in it to special summon. Now remember, his effect to activate to attach as an XYZ material is only for Bujins. So if I bring anything else out, that's not going to work. Alright, so from here, we're going first, we're not going second. Battle, I feel like, isn't as good anymore, so we're going to go ahead and go into a turtle, to be honest. We'll grab a turtle, and we'll grab Yamato just to get it into the grave. Alrighty, so from there we're going to go ahead and link summon. We do have 2 level 4s here. We'll grab the Yamato, and we'll grab, or actually no, hold up. So we're going to do this right here. We're going to use the Hiroku and the turtle, right? We're going to exceed there. So this will go to the extra deck, this will go to the grave. And then we're going to be linking into the Ahashima. Again, with the glare, oh my gosh, stop it. Alright, so we got that going for us. Alright, so Yamato's still on the field. We got our Hashima. Now with his effect, we can special summon. So we're going to special summon the Torfune, and we're going to special summon the Mikazuchi. Now, right here it gets a little tricky depending on what you want to do. If you don't think that they can push through all your stuff, you can go into anything like a Kagasuchi. Now, I'm afraid that they're going to be able to do stuff. It kind of depends at this point. What is going on? You know, are they Burning Abyss player, where we can hit him with the Abyss Dweller? So, Burning Abyss, hit him with that, right? Because Ahashima's effect, right? If an XYZ this card points to activate its effect by detaching materials, except during the damage step, you can target one spell or trap and destroy it. So even if it's like the even if it's like the Abyss Dweller, where it activates effect detaching one, Ahashima, pop a spell or trap. Boom, awesome. If you don't want to go that route, you can go other routes here. You can go into the Susanoo. You can try and do things that way. You do have a crane in hand, so you can try and stop them with that. You got the Yamato though, so like you can do that route if you want. You got the Turtle and Gray to stop them from targeting. You can go there. If you're really, really scared, you can go into the Baguska. If you want, you can go that route. If you're not worried about that at all, you do have 2 lights on the field. You can just go into your Canceller Omega and then your M7. That's probably something that I would do, honestly. Just because right now you got your M7, you got your Yamato, you got your Hashima. So M7 can activate its effect, right, on your opponent's turn. Detaching 1, shove things back to the hand, Ashima, pop, spell, or trap. Cool, you got that. Somebody attacks into your Yamato. You got the crane. You got the twin twister. Now here's the thing, right? You'll set your twin twister. I'll set it over here because I don't want to get hit with those mech knights. You're going to get hit with this right here, but still. So you got that end phase. Okay, so you got your Yamato. Now at this point, a lot of times they're going to see you add crane, discard something else, right? Remember from the old days where you would add your crane, discard your hair. But we're going to throw them off, right? So because we already have our crane in our hand, we're just going to add the hair, and then we're going to discard the hair. Now because of that, you know, okay, we didn't have something else in our hand to discard. We're trying to save our hand, save whatever. We already have the crane. You don't got to worry about that. So we're sticking with the crane here. Now they attack. Okay, or they summon on their turn, right? You detach 1 here. Pop their. You can send their thing back. Okay, well, Ahashima just popped whatever the field spell they have on the field. Cool. So you got that going for you. You got your Yamato here. You can have your crane. You got that route. If you need to, say they have something that detrimental to you. You don't worry about these, right? These right here, just kind of sitting here. You got your M7, the activated spell or trap. Boom. You got that twin twister. You can discard the crane if you have to. If not, next turn you can discard your Quillen, pop something else. You can twin twister away with the Quillen. You can banish the Quillen. You can pop. You can add. You can do whatever. That's plays you can do. Now, like I said before, and I'll say it again, you don't want to go first. This deck sucks going first. You're probably going to get blown out. If you have to, you can play it, but you don't want to. That's just my 2-piece there. Alright, so that is all I've got for you guys. If you did enjoy these test hands, if you think that there are better plays out there, leave them in the comment section. Let everybody else know, hey, Nate from the Scrub Academy did this, but I think this could be better. Let me know, because I'm still learning every single deck. There's a reason why I called this channel the Scrub Academy. We're always learning. So that is all I've got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because all your support is greatly appreciated. And we'll see you guys next time. But as always, this is Nate from the Scrub Academy, signing out for now. Peace out!